TOPLOBSTA Media.
And everybody's just walking around, head in the clouds, I wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
On this road of the hero's journey, follow the goosebumps just like breadcrumbs. The thing that gives you goosebumps is your journey. Whatever that is, it will lead you the way. And your feelings, especially the negative feeling, will show you when you're off track. We think that the closest route from point A to point B is here. When it comes to life, this is the closest one. Because otherwise it would be boring. We would be bored, and we like a thrill. We love traumas. We love whatever it is. Oh my God, yes, I've got diabetes. Have you got diabetes too? Amazing. A friend. Oh, I love it. I lost my mother. I'm not talking in a disrespectful way. I've collected more traumas than most, but once I found that there's a possibility to turn it around so that it will, instead of being this burden, I'm still struggling with some of these, but instead of it being a burden that holds you down, it will give you a lot more empathy for other people on the same journey. Then suddenly you can connect with these individuals and possibly help them as well.
This idea that we keep touching on the hero's journey, it seems that it is part of our experience here in this realm, and it frames everything for us. It's kind of the rails to this experience, if you allow it to be, if you do go on the hero's journey and you don't succumb to fear and just remain stagnant and in one spot. It seems that stories play a huge role in this experience. We're talking about the ways in which these entities or these elites or, organizations, whatever it is, seek to control you. One of the ways it seems they control us is they take advantage of our affinity for storytelling. And by that I mean, it looks to me, when I look around, if you examine closely enough, these various conspiracies have elements of theater to them, at least in my opinion. And I look at, let's say, Donald Trump, for example. He's got so much around him that feels like a very good fictional story. There's these Ingersoll Lockwood books that came out in the late 1800s. They seem to almost suggest some sort of time travel element having to do with Donald Trump. There is, the uncle that worked at MIT, or that was at MIT, and the FBI commissioned him to clean up Nikola's works from his secret vault or something to that effect. And it only strengthens that time travel element, right? Because the rumors are that Nikola Tesla would have figured it out somehow. And even with Elon Musk and the way that their stories play together, you have Wernher von Braun, the creator of NASA, having wrote a fictional story about a man who colonizes Mars named Elon, and Elon's father has even admitted to naming him after that character. So it's not too bizarre, but there are seemingly a never-ending series of events that strike me as uncanny. Even going to this recent one, we were talking a little bit about this Cybertruck event, and the way that it shows itself to me is like the last day of December, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are in Vegas, and Donald Trump is experiencing this big comeback, right? He's now the president. He also wrote The Art of the Comeback. It just feels too, on the nose. And he's doing this sort of victory lap. And Elon Musk is with him, but Elon Musk is spiraling that night. He's banning people off Twitter, he's arguing, and people are winning the argument, so he's looking like a bit of a clown. The next morning, you get this really iconic shot of the Cybertruck in flames, much like a metaphor for what Elon was going through, right next to a nice pristine Trump Tower sign, where the glass is all intact, the explosion didn't destroy it. And to me, it feels like, there you go, going to TOPLOBSTA.com, get your PsyOps season shirt. It makes a great photo, but it feels like a photo op. And so basically what I'm getting at, Ole, is that sometimes I look at these things and it feels, and I'm very comfortable with it, it feels like theater. And I think that theater is what they're using. We have some storytelling that's resonates deep inside of us, whether it's the hero journey or a stranger comes to town, or whatever the story is that resonates with the human experience. It seems they can hijack that. And if they tell us a good enough story, that we'll buy into a narrative.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real.
If you can persuade people that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you got them. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.